What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. In today's video, I want to get into the New York Jets being urged to sign a former Pro Bowl pass rusher. We'll get into an article that was written on Sports Illustrated and talk about why the New York Jets are urged to sign this player. Before we hop into it, you guys should already know about it, but in case you don't, the Talkin' Jets crew is doing a group outing for week 4 against the Denver Broncos. Tickets are on sale. The all-inclusive ticket includes a pregame tailgate where Tailgate Joe is hooking us up with drinks, including alcoholic beverages, and food, all you can eat. It's, all that is taken care of. It's part of the all-inclusive ticket. You get a ticket with us to sit for the game and then on the field after the game as well, making a whole day of it. If you just want either the ticket or you just want the tailgate, you could also do that as well. Tickets available on talkinjets.com. Okay, so Sports Illustrated wrote an article asking the New York Jets to sign Yannick Ngakoue. And something that they brought up in this article was the holdout with Hassan Reddick. And they think that Hassan Reddick is going to end up getting a deal done, or the two sides are going to, this is all going to blow over and it's going to be fine. But someone like Yannick Ngakoue is still out there and available, and this person is saying that Yannick Ngakoue would kind of put the defensive line over the top, and he's still sitting out there and has been productive in his career. Let's talk through this, and I'll let you know why I don't think this is a good idea. 4 sacks, 34 pressures on 408 pass rush snaps in 2023. He was significantly better in 2022. He had 12 sacks, 33 pressures. Now, the 12 sacks off of 33 pressures is kind of wild, but he was very efficient at getting to the quarterback and bringing the quarterback down. So you got to give him credit for that. And I know what you might be thinking, well, Matt, the Jets have 3 guys on the edge, and you've been saying for a while that they really need 4. And while I still agree with that, they don't need the role that Yannick Ngakoue plays. They lost John Franklin Myers and Bryce Huff this offseason. Bryce Huff was replaced by Hassan Reddick. Will McDonald's also part of that replacement. They have Jermaine Johnson. What they really need is more of the edge-setting, run-defending edge rusher, because they lost their best one in John Franklin Myers. And Jermaine Johnson does that well. That's something that he does well, is play against the run, and he's more of an edge setter and gets his sacks with his tenacity. But Yannick Ngakoue is very much not that. He, in fact, is, horrible against the run. He is horrific, actually. He has gone 6 straight seasons, 6 straight years, missing 20% or more of his tackles. Last year was a career worst at 29.2%. Yannick is strictly a pass rush specialist, and I feel like his name has been brought up with the New York Jets for damn near a decade. I remember his second year in Jacksonville, he had a monster season. It's like, well, what are they going to do? They can't pay Yannick Ngakoue, and I remember for years he's been linked to the New York Jets. Again, going back at least 5+ years. But it never happened. He's bounced around the league after leaving Jacksonville, and he's had some nice stops where he's been a productive pass rush specialist, but that's not the role that the Jets need. If they were to go out there and add another player on this defensive line, honestly, someone like Calais Campbell would have been the better fit. He ends up in Miami. I applauded that decision for them. I think he, makes a lot of sense, especially when you consider that Miami has a couple of guys trying to come back from injury playing that position. There's really not anyone left on the market that way. The crop to begin with isn't great, because if it's almost July now and you aren't signed, there's probably a good reason for it. But even some of the names that are still available, you have some veterans out there that are more pass rush specialists still available. Emmanuel Ogbah, Jerry Hughes. It's not a great list at this point. Those are the 2 names that stick out. Carl Lawson, another one playing, former Jet, coming off the injury, but I don't think that's an area where I would look to sign someone now, because I don't think the fit, like there's not really anyone left who fits with what the Jets are looking for. They're going to try to get that internally with either Michael Clemens or one of their UDFAs that they just, brought in here this offseason. So wanted to talk through that one with you. Yes, like I understand that it's a flashy name, and it is, because Yannick Ngakoue has had success in this league, has been linked to the Jets for years now, it feels like, but I really don't see the fit with the Jets at all. But I want to hear from you. Would you sign him? Maybe you feel differently than I do. That is completely okay. Let's debate it in the comments. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Give the video a like before you go. I'll catch you next time.